Welcome back, everybody. Spring is in the air. Flowers are blooming and people are smiling. These spring DIYs are all made from Dollar Tree supplies. Don't believe me? Well, we better get started then. Let's go. Hey, everybody. I'm Soozie, and this is Soozie's Stuff. Welcome to station KDIY Channel 146. I'm so happy you're here. I would love it if you'd click and subscribe and then click the bell to be notified when I upload a new episode. And if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up or even a comment. So don't touch that dial. Let's go make some stuff. And my very first project today I call Wreath to Lantern. And you'll need all of these supplies from Dollar Tree, except the popsicle sticks. They're the jumbo size from Walmart. And I'm just going to be removing the canvas from the frame. We're not going to use that this time. I'm going to be trimming off the popsicle sticks to go across the bottom. I'm just creating a base for the lantern. So now I have all of my popsicle sticks cut down to size, and I'm just hot gluing them across the frame. Now I'm just going to give it a really quick coat of the antique wax, and I'm going to wipe it off. You're really not going to see much of the bottom anyway because we're going to cover it, but I just wanted to give it a really quick once over with that antique wax. And now we'll just take off a little bit and set it to the side to dry. Alright, let's tackle the lantern part. We're going to look at these wreaths, and these are from Dollar Tree. And if you notice, they're all kind of wrapped with some twine, so you want to make sure and keep that on there. And what I'm doing is just kind of breaking the top and bottom, kind of squeezing it together. I did this before back in February for one of my Valentine videos. So you can check that out. I made some little X's and O's. I really kind of like working with this stuff, even though it's a little messy, but it's kind of fun to create shapes with this wreath. So that's kind of what you want it to look like. One side is cut and the other side is kind of left with a little pointy piece. I'm just using the wire cutters to cut that, and I'm making sure that the twine is still on there. I had to switch glue guns because my other one was just not working, and I'm actually not at my home right now, so my mom had this sturdy, handy-dandy Sears hot glue gun. It worked great, actually, and it's really heavy-duty. So what I'm doing right here is I'm just sort of reinforcing the ends with some twine and hot gluing those on because that'll help that bottom part stay all together. And then now what I'm doing is I'm making sure and cutting off the bottom so that I can get it as straight as possible, so that's going to be where we hot glue it. So here comes the little frame part at the bottom, and I'm going to be hot gluing the ends into each corner. And you're going to need a lot of hot glue, so get out your Sears Craftsman glue gun and throw down a lot. I tried to clip it. I don't think my clip was that big. So anyway, this part is just a little bit of patience. Just hold it on there, and I promise it will be extremely sturdy and tight. So that's the first side, and I just used, again, a hot glue, and you can see it, but it's not any concern because we're going to be covering it. So now I'm just kind of going over the last one and going to do the same thing. Just use a ton of glue in that corner and hold it tight and be patient because it will hold. The top part where it crosses, I kept thinking, do I need to cut that? But actually, no, I used some twine to wrap around and make it very sturdy. So that helped, and it actually looks really good too. I'm helping my mom clean her house and stuff here, and she handed me these sack full of shower curtain rings and these other little wooden things, and she's like, do something with those. So I thought, oh, perfect. I'll use the little wooden one to put at the top for the adornment. And you may not have something like that, but you may have something else to add to the top. Maybe like a little wooden, like some wooden beads or something would be cool. But this one worked out great for the top of my lantern, and nice bottom. So what I did is I just added some moss at the bottom, and I was even thinking to add some of the cool, beautiful pebbles from Dollar Tree. I kind of wish I would have used that, but I didn't have them near me, but I like the moss as well. I had one of those square containers from Dollar Tree that I had painted black in a previous DIY. I just added some boxwood greenery and some pink flowers from Dollar Tree too. And I love this lantern because you can change it to any season. Like right now I've got it in some spring. I think it would be cool maybe in the fall with a pumpkin, some candles, some of those remote control candles. But I love how this turned out. It is so rustic, and it is something that you can use all year round. What do you think? Oh, one last mention is that little ring. I did paint it with some of the Waverly wax to kind of put it all together. So I love this. I hope you do too. So enjoy your wreath to lantern. My next project, I call it Smile. It's spring. So you'll need all of these supplies from Dollar Tree. And if you have a drill, grab that too. So I'm going to take this smile sign. I absolutely love it. These are really, really thick and great quality. Way to go, Dollar Tree. They have some other ones that say, I think, hello, and some other ones I can't remember right now. But I'm drilling a hole in there for my dowel that's also from Dollar Tree. And we're just going to stick that right in there. And it actually is very sturdy. And I do add a little bit of hot glue to secure it in. Next, I'm taking these wooden planks that I can never find at Dollar Tree. I'm sorry, I can just never ever find them. So I ordered them from Walmart, from Amazon, and I'm just stacking them. I think I used about 8 of them to make sort of a block. Now, if you have a piece of wood that's cut into a square or whatever base you want to use, grab that. I just didn't have anything, so I just created this one using these little planks, and I'm just using my my drill. Hello, I just going crazy there, and I'm making a hole to add the dowel down in there. Same thing, just hot gluing it, and it's pretty much done. This is such a simple little DIY. I love how it turned out here. So it's very sturdy and looks great so far. Now at this point you can paint it any color that you like. I'm going to go with the Farmhouse look using some white Waverly chalk paint, and we're just going to give this one coat because I am going to go over it with some wax, some antique wax, and sort of distress it just a little bit and give it a weathered look. And yeah, that's what I'm doing now. I think the base would have been pretty too, with maybe a black base, or just using all of the antique wax down at the bottom. But I'm pretty much done. And I add this little bow that I got from, the ribbon is from Walmart. I love that polka dot, but it's not finished actually. I do use the bow, and that's one way to do it. But I want to create a little sign that's going to hang off of it. And so I'm trying to, okay, I'll tell you the truth here. I was a little upset with my Sharpie paint pen. It was just globbing everywhere, and I was just so mad. And I thought, well, let me try some of these colored pencils, the white colored pencil on these little black labels from Dollar Tree. Didn't work that great, but I had never picked up these metallic markers, and they had some in white. I thought, okay, yeah, it's not going to work, but let's give it a try. Let's see. The tip looks pretty good. Oh my goodness, it was so smooth. If you could see my face, I was just in shock. I was like, oh, this is perfect. And it works right away. You don't have to like shake it down or anything. Pick up these metallic markers. Oh, wow. I love this. It came out great. Love it. So grab some of those pens, and I'm just kind of was practicing a little bit. Yes, at the top it says it's a string. I spelled it wrong. But anyway, here I go, spelling it the right way, and we're going to be adding that to our smile sign. Now, also, you can add different signs, you'll see here in a minute, for every season. So I'll show you that in just a sec. Okay, so I'm just finishing it off with some twine. I like it a little bit better. So our little sign is ready. All right, so here's the finished product with just the bow. I made a little shoestring bow. Like it? I like it. Very simple. But we can add a little sign that says smile, it's spring. And I did make a smaller little bow, but you can change the sign out to say smile, it's fall, or it's Christmas, or whatever sign that you like. I love that it's got a little built-in hook on the smile sign. So I hope you enjoy this sign, smile, it's spring. I just want to take a second to tell you something exciting that happened this week. I hit 1,000 subscribers. Yes, I have a K next to my name now. Yay! So I just want to take a second and shout out to all my subscribers. Thank you so much for joining Soozie's Stuff. I have just started not too long ago, back in September. And it really is the best community. Everybody is so friendly, and you guys leave me the sweetest comments. So I couldn't thank you enough for your support. And I guess we'll keep going and make more DIYs. I just love it. So once again, thank you, and a great big hug. And for my very last project today, I call it the bow vase. And so it's so simple. All you need are these supplies from Dollar Tree and any ribbon that you like, any kind of 2 coordinating ribbons that you like. So I'm using 4 frames from Dollar Tree. I like them just the way they are. I love that galvanized metal and the little hooks. And so all I'm going to do is just hot glue them all together to make a little square vase. Super easy, right? Just get that hot glue in there and hold it tight. I tell you, that Sears Craftsman hot glue gun is not so bad. So now I'm just making 4 bows, 2 of one kind of ribbon and 2 of another kind. I got this ribbon at Walmart, the striped and the polka dot. But again, you can use any colors that you like. And normally these are frames for some pictures, and you could totally add pictures if you want to. I just wanted to do something a little bit different. So I'm using the striped here, and you could stop just with that and put some pictures on that side. But I'm just going to keep on going because I'm not going to add pictures this time. I'm just going to keep adding the bow. And again, you can use this for any season. You could put some maybe some fall ribbon and some Christmas ribbon, whatever that you like. But I just love these colors together, the gray and the navy blue. So now here comes the fun part. You get to decorate, and you can use any flowers. Now I don't have a bottom, so it may fall through, but it'll be all right. And so I decided to use some of this really wonderful fern from Dollar Tree. And I like the neutral look of it. And it's done. Ta-da! And it just looks great with all of your other decor. That E is for my mom's name. Her name's Elsie. And so it came out great, super easy, and it would look lovely with all of your farmhouse decor. So grab 4 frames and get started today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and even a comment. I would love to hear from you. I'll see you next time on Soozie's Stuff, KDIY Channel 146. Bye, everybody.